All right. In today's Meet the Fleet, this is my first attempt at voiceovers, and this video has been all pre-recorded quite a while ago because it's very sunny. And so yeah, here we go. This video is going to be on the Akuma grapples, which is what I'm currently hooking up to the skid steer there, pulling them out of the storage spot. The way it's set up right now with the dividers and the bars is that was making sure it was attached so that I can put the pins down to lock it. It's field mode for accumulating the bales, and so the name Akuma grapple is two parts. One, in its current state, it will accumulate bales in the field. Say someone's baled a field and they're all done and you want to go out and pick the bales up out of the field, but you don't want to have to do it one at a time by hand. This will allow you to go out and essentially line the bales up into it, and then when it is full, you can grapple it, pick them up and stack them, and subsequently you can also pull the guides off and then use it as just a grapple for, say, when your hay's stacked in the barn, or is in another form, not just loose form in the field. So right now I'm hooking up the hydraulics. The hydraulics, it's just a single, or it's a dual acting single cylinder. It activates the grapples. I'm sure we'll show more of that here in a little bit. Essentially it's just hydraulic hay hooks. Takes the manpower out of it. Originally when we shot this, we tried talking as we were going. So you see me talking and my lips moving, but unfortunately the audio came out very poorly. You could just barely hear and wasn't super clear. So we decided that this was going to be one of our videos for voiceovers. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to explain is to get it set up in order to load the hay out of the barn, which is what I was getting ready to do. We got to pull the guide off of the side closest to me, and then also pull out the center dividers on the grapple, in the grapple itself. So those skis, which is what I'm pulling off and trying to explain there, is what rides just above the ground and keeps your sides together and your height control so that you're not too high or too low. Also so the bales can't turn and come out the side of the grapple when you're scooting along the ground. So when this thing's in action in the field, which we'll get to see, later this year, it is basically as you go along, you scoop or slide each bale into a slot, and then as you're going, you just keep pushing them along the field or pushing them with you. These grapples hold 10 bales at a time. I do have two. This one is for the Bobcat, and the other one is identical. It goes on the case. They're interchangeable. I can put this one on the case. I can put the other one on the skid loader. The hydraulics are hookups. Everything's all the same. The connections are all the same. I did that on purpose. The purpose for having two is that I will take the Bobcat and this grapple with me to the field, which is why it's currently set up in accumulator mode, to pick up and load bales. And then I usually have the tractor at the barn with the other one set in grapple mode, specifically to pull the stacks off the truck and stack them in the barn. The skid loader does great for giving you visibility for getting the bales off the ground and on a trailer, and the tractor is great for giving you visibility and seeing where you're going when you're stacking, especially in a barn. And so I actually thought that the Bobcat was going to be superior in all aspects, but I did try unloading and barn stacking with the Bobcat and found I actually like the tractor better. And I have not tried field stacking, picking up with the tractor, but I know from using the front loader on it previously that its visibility is more limited in the front, which I could see being an issue in the field. So I'm pulling that ski off shortly before I realize I actually need that one on still. But I've pulled out I see. I'm moving so the field mode has it spread out wider to allow the room for the bales to go in. What I did there is I just moved the extensions. You can see it there. So that shortens up the guide so that when you're picking them off the stack, it keeps everything tighter. the pieces laying on the ground, the two flat black pieces, those are the center dividers for the hay bales. So basically there's 4 rows which makes 8 bales. And then the very last 2 at the front get turned on end, and that creates your tie for your tie layers. Like I said, we're going to make another video once we're doing it again this year, and that'll show a lot of this a lot better. I believe this video might have us grabbing some hay out of the barn. I don't remember. I guess we'll find out. I probably should have watched all this before I jumped in and started talking about it, because we shot this, I think, in like September, October, something like that. And, you know, this is January. So all the guide rails, all the center dividers, everything on this has pins and cotter keys. It's designed to pull out so that you can remove and adjust, so that this can essentially be adjusted for whatever you're doing, whether accumulating or grappling. Also opening up wider for field mode or narrowing it up for stack work. That divider is just the center ski that kind of helps keep the bales in their rows. Now that I have my body chest cam mount for my phone to use the camera, we'll be able to take you guys on some of these jobs this coming year. That's the reason why I don't have a lot of pre-recorded material, is I didn't have that, and I didn't really think or know that YouTube would be a potential game changer as far as getting monetization and for getting content and advertising. Like I've said in other videos, I would like to eventually get to where I can be monetized through YouTube, so then I can start doing some of my work, like the junk runs, or maybe hay delivery, or some of the other things, as much as I can, essentially for free for my customers. There's another YouTuber, Casey Liddell. He has a towing company, and YouTube pays for basically all of it. So when he gets cases where it's, you know, somebody gets their car stuck in a ditch, then they will, he might just do it for free, shoot a video of it, and then put it on YouTube, and then the monetization more than covers the cost of that, and it provides a good service. And that's what I want to do, is long-term business. I want to provide a good service. I want to provide affordable services, and be able to donate and volunteer and help out in my community. And this is just one way I can do it. Also, I believe the Akuma grapples are a little misunderstood. This is probably one of my hardest services to, there I am talking about something again. One of my hardest services to sell to people and understand, because they haven't been around for a super long time. And basically I can do the work of like 4 people by myself, in a third of the time. But unfortunately, because of my hourly rate and the initial cost of this stuff, my prices seem like they're more expensive up front. You might get, 4 or 5 high school kids to come pick up your hay and stack it for you for, $15, $20 an hour, or maybe they're even cheaper and they'll do it for soda and pizza, who knows. But it might take them all day to put up, 4, 5, 6 tons of hay. Whereas I can take myself, this Bobcat, this Akuma grapple, my truck and trailer, go to the field and have 4 ton loaded on the trailer in about an hour, maybe hour and a half, and then drive 15, 20 minutes to wherever the barn is, if that, and it's another 45 minutes to an hour to unload. I had to have Ashley help me. She's the one running the camera, and there we go. We got everything off, and we're set up to grab some hay out of the stacks. So yeah, there we go. We're cycling it, checking the hydraulics. So that's how the grapple part actually grabs the bales. Those hooks will go down into the hay, and yeah, there we go. So we're all set up, and I think this video is almost over. I think we're putting that stuff away. So thank you for tuning in. If you can like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, that'd be cool. If you have questions, feedback, please let me know, especially this. This is my first voiceover. I'm trying it out, figuring it out. I appreciate it. And as we finish up the video here, I think it's just a few more 10, 15 seconds left. Thank you guys for watching, and hope to bring you more of this content as we go along and get better and improved, and we'll see you next time.